Caleb, get me the meat for the hamburgers, okay?
We need buns! We need buns over here! Mikhail, quick!
I have this pan and it's empty. We need it right now.
Put something in the pan for crying out loud!
It's in the other pan.
I need lettuce! Chop the lettuce!
Caleb, it's starting on fire. I
No! Get the fire extinguisher! No! Get the fire extinguisher and the lettuce! Then throw yourself in the fire and bring me the meat! Ah, we're all on fire! Oh my...
There's actually no fire. And there's actually not even kitchen here. It's just us, the family faces, Michal and...
Am I dreaming? I'm Caleb. Hi. I do know that I'm Caleb. I just don't really know where I am anymore.
But Caleb, do you know which game do we have a review?
I do. Overwatch.
Close. Actually, it should have been Ark for some of the ones that stayed with us and watch our videos about the mystery reveals.
Big surprise.
But a big surprise, a game that was actually already free 1 year ago.
Probably
Epic.
why we didn't expect it to be Overcooked, because it has been given out before and because it's not really one of these premium mystery games. But we're not going to talk about that. If you want to see how shocked we were, watch...
Especially Caleb.
Then watch our reveal video of the fourth mystery game. That was a lot of fun. But now we're going to review the game that was actually released by Epic Games. And we're doing this review live. If you're watching us taped, we're going to do it live, so it's not very carefully edited. We're just going to talk a little bit about our experience. If you're watching us live, we're going to ignore the chat for a few minutes and finish the review. And then after the review, we'll talk with you in the chat for a little bit. So stay with us afterwards.
But saying hello to all who is in the chat right now.
Thank you all. Thank you all for being with us. Oh, we got up to 55 people with us right now.
Nice.
Thank you guys for coming.
And we have some new features. We can actually see the live count on the left upper side, so that's nice too.
Right up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
So Caleb, this game, you actually know this game because you told me about Overcooked before I knew about it.
I knew about it before it was given away for free by Epic Games in June 2019. Remember 2019? We were so young.
And we had no masks.
Yeah, life seems so much simpler. But anyway, I knew about it before that because I often search for the best co-op games to play with my wife, like local co-op games. And the channel, The Legends at Outside Xbox, did a lot of crazy gameplay videos of Overcooked. So I was very familiar with the game, but I had never played it until yesterday.
So can you explain what it is? Of course, it's a cooking game, but what are the rules?
Basically, you and your friends, ideally, prepare ingredients and cook them according to what is ordered while lots of crazy things are happening in the kitchen. And the more orders you submit, the more points you get.
And of course, you can play up to 4 people, so not only 2, but there's a single player too. So basically, from 1 to 4 players.
And you spent most of your time playing single player.
I did.
And since we are still, many people watching are still in a time of social distancing, many people might try to play this single player.
Because you might think this game has an online multiplayer, and officially it does not. But there's actually a way to connect online with your friends, and we've put that possibility in the description under this video, so
we
you
haven't
can find it there.
We haven't tested it, but it is an official tool from Team 17 who created Overcooked. So check the link in the description, try it out to play online. You create a link and then send the link to your friends and they join your game. Let us know how it goes for you guys.
And actually the Team 17 is very familiar for me because they made my favorite probably multiplayer game, that is Worms. Yeah, and I think I enjoyed the Worms Armageddon the most.
Yeah.
But the question is
great games.
How they did in this one. So Caleb, should you play it?
Well,
let's focus.
Let's start with single player first. And since you spent most of your time on single player, let's just get that out of the way.
Okay. So I'll be saying only a single player. And this is the first time I've seen this game. I played this game. And it's I don't think it's very good as a single player. I think this is meant to be multiplayer only, and they somehow still like implemented single player possibility. It's not given. It's probably good as a practice, but all the missions, like you have all these recipes that you have to make, and you don't have a time for them.
Yeah. It's not smooth at all. It's funny that you say it like that, because there are lots of games that are designed as a single player game and they like add on multiplayer.
Yeah. And this is
the opposite. Yeah.
So because of that, it really doesn't work in the single player. As a single player, it's just because it would be actually good if you had like NPC, the other player.
Yes.
If it was computer, but it's not. You actually play both of the characters and you just switch.
Yeah. So one of them is always standing doing nothing while the other one is running, and it's quite I did it a little bit. It's quite frustrating.
It is very frustrating actually. But I see how like there's a lot of maps and there's some like story behind it that is silly and really not important. But if I should tell you, if you are alone and you want to play this game, I would advise you not to, because it's a multiplayer game, and as a solo player, I don't think you will enjoy it. Yeah. I didn't.
I completely agree that it is clearly not intended to be a single player game. I tried it a little bit, didn't enjoy it.
So how about multiplayer, Caleb?
Then I played it with my wife, and we enjoy lots of like co-op games. And I have to say, that's exactly how it was intended. And there's not too much to say. It was really fun.
Was it frustrating?
No. Well, it's frustrating the way it's supposed to be, because it's one of these games where there is intentionally too much going on for you to stay on top of. And so everything gets chaotic. I mean, this is the fun thing with Worms also. It's not supposed to be organized and very
But you know, Worms
clear.
takes a lot of time, and actually each level in multiplayer too, I guess, it takes only a few minutes.
Yeah. So this is the fun thing also. It's very intense. You feel like you're not breathing for a few minutes because you're trying to think of far too many things at once.
Especially when something hits on the fire.
Like you see in gameplay right now. If you leave something on the stove too long, everything starts bursting into flames. And this is why it's intended to be local multiplayer co-op, because you're sitting with your friends on the couch and yelling at each other about who should be doing what, and then something goes on fire and you all freak out and like start bumping into each other. And I can't imagine how it would be as fun even online multiplayer. It's really intended to be local co-op. And like that, it works really well. I would say it's extremely creative. There's lots of different ways that it changes up the formula. You never really feel like you've got it under control, and that's the purpose, to always feel like you're just on the edge of chaos or everything bursting into flames. And therefore, I would say, yes, you should play it with friends.
Definitely with friends. But you know, I had this idea, it would be really fun, like if actually cooks would play this game, like if 4 cooks got together and if they would master this game, because this game is maybe not so maybe not real, like as a real kitchen, but you know, it feels like you need a lot of compassion. So I would put like 4 best cooks together to play this game if they could actually make all the recipes in time. That'd be funny.
They would start screaming at each other in about 30 seconds.
Especially if the kitchen went into fire.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
I would watch real cooks playing Overcooked.
It's pity that we can cook very little.
It has that feeling of a very chaotic kitchen, and the same way of thinking. I believe that you have to think in steps, and every time that you have something almost ready, one important thing is missing, and it's just a lot of really simple fun. It would be really good with kids also. If you have kids, I would say over the age of 7 or 8, it would still be probably pretty chaotic but fun. Over the age of 10, you could actually like move through the levels, and I would highly recommend it for that. So yes, I think if you're stuck inside with your family, you only have to own 1 copy of this game. You can play 2 players on a keyboard and maybe connect a controller.
Actually, you can play up to 4 people on just 1 computer. So I think that's it for the review.
Yep.
Don't forget to subscribe, because we do all about these reviews that are free games every week from Epic. And don't forget about low budget gaming which got even more deals about free games, not only from Epics, but also some great deals. So check him out.
We will continue. We have a lot of new viewers in this channel because of the mystery games from Epic, but after these mystery games are over, Epic will continue giving away free games every week. We play them, we review them, we tell you if they're worth your time. So make sure you click the bell also, because these are time-sensitive deals and you want to make sure you don't miss the videos and therefore don't miss the games. So stay with us.
And stay with us. And for the offline players only, we say see you next
Bye.
time. Okay, and now
Okay, everyone stay with us.
Everyone stay with us.
Yep.
You don't have to leave yet because we'll be continuing. Let's just put the Overcooked gun. So Caleb,
Yes.
were you glad that Overcooked was there instead of some awesome game? I mean, you think this game is